Welcome to my channel Maths with Mohanty sir. Children, in the last class we completed the chapter that is your arithmetic progression. Today let us start a new chapter that is coordinate geometry. Children, coordinate geometry you read it in class 9 and in class 8 also there was a chapter known as Introduction to Graph where we had read what is Cartesian system or coordinate system consisting of xy plane, x-axis, y-axis, origin, the point where the two coordinate axes intersect, it is called the origin. And we know many things in coordinate geometry. If you take any point in the Cartesian plane or the coordinate plane, it will have two coordinates. One is x coordinate, the other is y coordinate. How to find the x coordinate of a point and how to find the y coordinate of a point, you know all these things. X coordinate of a point is called abscissa of the point. Y coordinate of the point is called ordinate of the point. Okay. So every point there are four quadrants. We read it in class 9. The two axes, x axis and y axis, or the two coordinate axes, divides the entire plane into four quadrants. And what is the sign of each quadrant, you know. Okay. The main point is, if we take a point anywhere in the Cartesian plane or the coordinate plane, it will have two coordinates. One is x coordinate or abscissa and the other is y coordinate or ordinate. Okay. Then what happens if a point lies on x axis? What will be its coordinate? If a point lies on the y axis, what will be its coordinates? Or what are the coordinates of a point when it lies on x-axis and y-axis, etc. These are the things which we have already read. Then equation of x-axis, equation of y-axis, so many things we have read in class 9. Now, in this class, we will discuss a very important thing. That is, if you are given the coordinates of any 2 points in the Cartesian plane, how to find the distance between the 2 points, which is known as distance formula. Okay. So today let us discuss what is distance formula and derive it. Let us derive what is distance formula. That means how to find the distance between 2 points if their coordinates are given. If 2 points are given in the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane and their coordinates are given, how to find the distance between them. Okay. So that is known as distance formula. Today let us derive what is distance formula. See children, suppose this is your x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. Now suppose P is a point, Q is a point. Look at this point. P is having coordinates say x1 and y1. This point Q is having coordinates say x2 and y2. So if the coordinates of P and Q are given, what will be the distance between the 2 points PQ, or what will be the length of the line segment PQ? How to find out? Okay. Now see, in order to find the length of the line segment PQ or the distance between the 2 points P and Q, what you will do? Draw a perpendicular. See, so from here you draw a perpendicular. Suppose PL is perpendicular. Draw to x-axis. From this point you draw another perpendicular to y-axis. See, then this distance. Suppose this is Q. Now see PQ. What will be the length? PQ will be x1. Why? Because you know distance of a point from y-axis is known as x coordinate of a point. See. So if the point P is having coordinate x1 and y1, what is the x coordinate? x1. So if the coordinate of P is x1, then its distance from y-axis must be x1. You see. So this is the distance. Distance of the point P from y-axis is x1. Distance of the point P from x-axis is y1. y1 because it is the y coordinate. Y coordinate of a point means distance of the point from x-axis, that is y coordinate. And x coordinate means distance of the point from your y-axis. So as the coordinates of P are x1 and y1, so its distance from y-axis will be x1 and its distance from x-axis will be y1. That means PL equal to PL, it is equal to y1 and PQ is equal to x1. Okay. Now again draw perpendicular from Q to x-axis and y-axis. So what are the coordinates of Q given? The coordinates of Q are x2 and y2. So definitely this length, the distance of Q from y-axis will be x2 and the distance of Q from x-axis will be your y2. That means you see Qn equal to y2. Suppose it is s. Qs will be x2. Okay, because the coordinates of Q are x2 and y2. So its distance from y-axis will be x2 and its distance of q from x-axis will be y2. Okay. Now we understood this much. Now how to find the length of PQ or the distance between P and Q. Okay. So in order to find the distance between P and Q, you draw perpendicular PL to x-axis, draw perpendicular QN to your x-axis. Then from this point, you see, draw another perpendicular, suppose PL, to the line segment QN. Okay. Draw. That means, you see, so you are given the coordinates, let P x1 y1 and q x2 y2. You see, B 2 points. Okay, in the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. Okay, now how to get PQ? You see, now you draw. You see, draw PL perpendicular to x-axis. Okay, then QN perpendicular to y-axis. Okay, now PM perpendicular to what? PM is perpendicular to QN. Okay, so clearly you see, what will be, you see, what will be the length of PM? So PM will be equal to, you see, clearly PM will be equal to the length of the line segment PN will be equal to ON minus OL. You see, PM will be equal to ON minus OL. You see, PM will be equal to LN. Look at the figure. PM, the length of line segment PM will be equal to LN, and LN will be equal to how much? ON minus OL. So PM equal to your LN, which is equal to ON minus OL. Okay. Now what is the length of OL? You see, what is the length of OL? It is x2. And what is the length of OL? It is x1. So it will be x2 minus x1. Okay. So the length of PM will be x2 minus x1. Now how to get the length of QN? You see. Similarly, you find the length of, you see, you find the length of QM. Look at the figure. How to get QM? QM can be found out by, you see, QM. It will be equal to QN minus MN. You see, if the length of line segment MN is subtracted from QN, then only we will get QM. Okay. So QM will be equal to QN minus QN minus MN. You see, minus MN. You see. Now see, what is the length of QN? What is the length of QN? It is Y2. And what will be the length of MN? MN will be equal to PL. It is Y1. You see, the length of MN will be equal to Y1 because the length of MN is equal to PL. The length of MN is equal to PL. So, and the length of QN equal to Y2 because it is the distance of the point Q from which axis? You are from Y2. Y2 means your Y coordinate. Y coordinate means its distance from x axis. See, look at the distance of the point Q from x axis. It is Y2. So that is why its coordinate is Y coordinate is Y2. Okay. So Qn will be equal to Y2 and Mn will be equal to Y1. Now if you take the difference of Qn and Mn, then only we will get the length of the line segment Qn. So it is Y2 minus Y1. See. So we got the length of the line segment Qn. We also got the length of the line segment Pn. Pn equal to how much? X2 minus X1. And what is the length of the line segment QN? It is equal to Y2 minus Y1. Now look at the triangle PQN. What triangle is it? It is a right angle triangle. And as it is a right angle triangle, no doubt this is the hypotenuse. PM is the hypotenuse of the right triangle. And you can easily find, you know what is Pythagoras theorem, to find the length of the hypotenuse. So by applying Pythagoras theorem, therefore, in right triangle, you see, in right triangle PQM QM. Let us find the length of PQ. Okay. Let us find the length of PQ, which is the hypotenuse of this triangle. PQ, how to get? It is the square of what? This is the hypotenuse. This is the perpendicular and this is the base. You know, in a right triangle, square of hypotenuse is equal to square of perpendicular plus square of base. That means it is your PM square plus QM square root. Now what is the value of PM? What is the value of PM? PM is x2 minus x1. See, it is x2 minus x1 whole square. And what is the value of QM? It is y2 minus y1. You see, y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is the distance formula. You see. So this will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Will square root, under square root. It will be the distance formula or the distance between the 2 points P and Q, whose coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. That means if 2 points having coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2 are given, then the distance between the 2 points will always be equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay. So therefore we can say, let us take this distance, let us denote it by small d. So we can say that d equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under square root. So this is the formula. This is the distance formula to find the distance between 2 points whose coordinates are given in the Cartesian plane or the coordinate plane. Okay. Now children, let me discuss something more about distance formula. See, this formula we will apply. See children, this formula we will apply only to find the distance between 2 points if their coordinates are given. See, as I just told you, d equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under square root. See, x2 and x1, what are they? See, x1 is the abscissa. You know what is abscissa? It is the x coordinate of a point. So, abscissa of P is x1, abscissa of Q is x2, and it is x2 minus x1. That means what? Square of the difference of the abscissa. Square of the difference of abscissa and square of the difference y2 minus y1 whole square. You see, y2 and y1, these are the two ordinates. y1 is the ordinate of the point P. You know what is ordinate? It is the y coordinate of a point. Similarly, y2 is the ordinate of, it is the y coordinate of Q. So it is the ordinate of Q. So y2 minus y1 means what? It is the difference of two ordinates. Okay, and then square. That means square of the difference of the two ordinates. Okay. So this is the formula to find the distance between 2 points, any 2 points whose coordinates are given, say x1, y1 and x2, y2. Okay. Now this formula can also be written as, instead of writing x2 minus x1, we can also write it in this form, x1 minus x2. Just you reverse the order, plus y1 minus y2 whole square. It is also true. You see why? Because you see, what is the reason? Y x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under square root is equal to x1 minus, because you see, you know that x1 minus x2 is equal to minus of x2 minus x1. You see, or we can say x2 minus x1 equal to minus of x1 minus x2. You see, x2 minus x1 can be written as minus of or minus into x1 minus x2. So, in place of x2 minus x1 whole square, if you put this value minus x1 minus x2 minus x1 minus x2, then you will get this. That means, similarly, your y2 minus y1, it is also equal to minus into y1 minus y2. Because if you multiply minus sign, by y1 minus y2, it will become plus y2 minus y1. See, it is also plus y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1 can be written as minus into y1 minus y2. Okay. So both this formula, that means the distance between 2 points whose coordinates are x1 y1 and x2 y2 can be written in this form or in this form. Both are same. Both carry the same meaning. Okay. Now, next, let us see another important thing. Suppose you see. Suppose this is the origin. Now you join O and P. You see. Suppose you join the origin to the point P. Okay. Now if we join O and P, we got a line segment. Now what will be the distance between the origin and the point P? Or what will be the length of the line segment? What? OP. You see. In this case, you know origin is having coordinates 0 and 0. The coordinates of origin are 0 and 0. Both x coordinate and y coordinate, or the axis and the ordinate of origin are 0 and 0 respectively. Okay. So if origin is, the coordinates of origin are 0 and 0 and the coordinates of what? P are x1 and y1, then by applying distance formula we can easily find what will be the length of OP. So how to find out OP? You see, OP will be, you apply this formula, x2 minus x1, that means x1 minus 0, you see, x1 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square under square root. So it is x1 square plus y1 square. You see, it is x1 square plus y1 square. So this will be the length of the line segment O and P, joining O and P, where O is the origin and P is any point in the Cartesian plane or the coordinate plane. Okay. So children, this is all about distance formula. I hope you understood what is distance formula and how to find the distance between two points whose coordinates are given in the Cartesian plane using distance formula. Okay. So in the next class we will discuss more about coordinate geometry. Children, I hope whatever I discussed about distance formula, I gave introduction on coordinate geometry. I recalled all the things that we had read in class 8 and 9 respectively about coordinate geometry. Then I discussed what is distance formula, how to find the distance between 2 points in the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane if their coordinates are given. Okay, so it is a very important formula. You have to remember it and you have to apply, because we had never read distance formula in class 8 and 9. For the first time we read in class 10, and hence we have to remember this very important formula to find the distance between 2 points if their coordinates are given. Children, I hope you understood. If at all you understood, and if you think yes, the way Mahanti sir explains, we are able to understand everything, he explains very nicely, then you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay, so we shall discuss more about coordinate geometry in the next class. Thank you.